Yeah, what's going on? Hey now, it's Jose Metal Ambassador Mangan here with another awesome episode of The Art of Rock, teaming up with Zippo and Zippo Encore for years. And we came up with this really cool idea to ask musicians who are friends of mine, badasses in the industry, to create their own custom Zippo lighter. And after we do this live stream, it goes on sale at the very end of the show and it sells out pretty quick. Like last week, we had Braun Daler from Mastodon, and his lighter sold out before the weekend was over. So thank you very much. And this is the one that we sold out. It's we found out that Braun names all of his clowns Jeff, and Jeff is just in different settings and in situations. So this is the one that sold out last week. We still have a few remaining from the first week of Art of Rock live stream with Max Cavalera from Soulfly, Cavalera Conspiracy, Go Ahead and Die, the founder of Sepultura. This is Max's design here, and that's still available. Please go to the website to get a badass custom lighter before they sell out, like we did with Bronze and like what we're going to do with this week, man. So it's a pleasure to have you here. I'm in my garage in Southern California, just hanging out. And I got a friend of mine who I was super excited to hang out with on set for Paradise City, which is this awesome rock TV series that our friend Ash Alvinson put together. And it was a continuation of the movie American Satan. And this dude was one of the stars of that and a part of so many other awesome films. Welcome to the Art of Rock live stream, Booboo Stewart. What's up, brother?
Thank you so much for having me, man. Thank you.
Oh, come on, dude. It's awesome to have you here. Dude, it's like asking you to be a part of this. So like I thought of you instantly, but I was like, I don't know if he'll do it. I mean, let me just try. And you were totally down with it.
No, when I had heard that you wanted me to do it, when you asked me, I was like, oh my gosh, of course, this sounds amazing. I'd love to design something and work with you and be a part of everything that you do. I think you got it going on. So.
Oh, dude. Well, Boo Boo, thank you very much. Likewise for you, dude. And dude, you're an actor, musician, artist. You've been a part of a bunch of cool stuff. Pretty famous for being Seth Clearwater, right? On the Twilight series, and of course other movies. And American Satan was one of my favorites that I saw you in, and I was like, oh, this dude's good, man. And then of course the movie became a TV series, 8 episodes, and I was able to be a part of a few of those episodes with you. And we filmed a scene together where I interviewed you and the fake band The Relentless, and you play Vic Lakota, the guitarist for The Relentless. And so, dude, you're really playing. When I'm watching you in the movie and in the TV series, you're really playing the guitar. You're a musician. When did you start picking up the guitar and playing stuff, and then mixing that in with acting? That had to be a pretty cool situation.
Yeah, so I was like 10 years old when I first started playing guitar. My parents bought me a BC Rich Warlock and Highway to Hell CD for Christmas. And that was it, really. I just, like, from then on, like, I couldn't even play anything. The guitar was out of tune. I was just standing in front of I would put the CD inside of the DVD player to play it because I didn't have a CD player. And I would just like listen to it and try to play along with it. I had no idea what I was doing. But then one day I was in a skateboard shop, because, guitar lessons are super expensive. I was in a skateboard shop, and there was a guitar behind the counter. And my mom had asked, because we'd been looking for a guitar teacher, but it was just expensive. My mom had asked the guy at the counter, she's like, oh, do you play guitar? And he's like, yeah, I play. She's like, oh, do you teach? And he's like, no, but she's like, can you? And so literally I would go to the skateboard shop, sit in the back office, and he would teach me how to play guitar. And
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I learned.
And then did he teach you? I mean, what was the first type of music? Rock music?
Oh yeah, it was all the classics. Okay. It's just like straight to Metallica.
What was the first stuff you learned?
I guess like Smoke on the Water literally was the first song I learned how to play. But then
that song right there, dude, is the song that most musicians learn how to play, even to this day. Even people that are, it's crazy, dude. Dun, 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 dun. That's the first riff and song that Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul from Pantera played together. I mean, Dude, yeah, it's for decades and decades. I'm glad that that was one of your first songs. That just solidifies my theory that Smoke on the Water is like the intro song that you have to learn if you want to be a rock guitar player.
Oh, 100%. I agree, definitely. And it was crazy. My teacher, he would take he would take a tape and record the radio and record the songs off of it. And then we would jam out. That's what we did, a lot of like jamming to like random songs, and it's kind of what we did.
That's so cool, man. And then playing the role of Vic Lakota in American Satan and Paradise City. Now you're playing guitar and you're acting in the same scenario. Have you done that before you done these things?
No, this was the first time I ever did it. I was very nervous because everybody else in the band, for American Satan, are legit touring musicians. You know what I mean? And I've been on tour before, but it's not my main, I came as an actor more so than like, oh, this guy's in a successful rock band, so but the guys were so cool. They took me in and it was just great, but I felt very nervous. So I literally would sit there, play the songs and figure them out so I could show up prepared enough. And then I get there and they didn't know the songs. I was like, oh guys, come on. I'm the only one over here playing the song.
That's so good. Well, look at that. You had to memorize your lines and memorize music. That's double the work, man.
Yeah,
I paid you twice as much.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick it out with my headphones in, this is right.
Oh, that's so cool, man. I love that, man. So what came first for you, Booboo? Was it acting, musicianship, or being an artist?
I guess if you take it way back, I've always drawn. In school, I would draw all the time. I would draw all over my schoolwork. I would draw just constantly. So I was always drawing. Growing up, I was on set with my dad a lot because my dad's an actor and a stunt coordinator. And so they'd be like, oh, you're bringing your son to set? He's going to be fine sitting here 12 hours, a child sitting there for 12 hours. And he's like, yeah, he'll be fine. Just give him a pad and a pen. And I would just draw all day. So I was always drawing. But I think the first thing that really struck a chord for me was acting. I had a really deep connection to it. I don't know, it all kind of flows. I think being creative just in general, just kind of, if you do one thing natural, and if you have an open mind to try something else, your creative flow just kind of goes.
Let me ask you about acting real quick. Did you have formal lessons in the beginning? Because I know you started when you were a kid, man. You've done a lot of stuff over the years, raised behind the camera. And, especially you mentioned your dad being a part of the business. That probably just kind of led you right into it. But did you take any sort of classes? I know you're from Southern California. Did you do any of that kind of stuff, or did you just jump right in?
Yeah, oddly, I just jumped right in. I actually did not do any classes. Later in life, I was like, maybe I should try some acting classes. And I did a few, but then I stopped. I don't know. I've kind of been very instinctual, and I've learned from watching people. My training that I put myself through was watching 2 movies a day. And I would just grind out movies. I would movies, researching. I did a lot of it myself. And also from my father, watching him. And just when you're working, just learning from being on set, learning from watching the other actors work. And it's constantly evolving. I don't have a set in stone. This is what I like to do. It's always, every time I look at a scene, I go about it differently based on what the scene is.
So what if tomorrow somebody says, hey, Booboo, we want you to be a part of this cool new production, but you got to cut your hair? Oh,
it depends how cool the production is.
What would you do, man? What would you do, Booboo?
Honestly, I would love to have a part cool enough to cut my hair for. So if the part calls for it and it's cool enough, I'm like, hell yes, let's cut it. I'll cut it right now. Like,
Oh man, well that's awesome. Hanging out here with Booboo Stewart. We pre-recorded this, so if you don't see all the comments that normally come in for this show, that's because we pre-recorded it. Booboo's got a really busy schedule, and I'm glad that he's here with us, hanging out. And a little bit later, we'll make his lighter available. But let me go back to we're kind of going back and forth.
Yeah.
So between music, art, and acting. So now let's go back to art. When you were a kid designing all this stuff, what was the spark that you knew, like, okay, hey, I'm good at this, and this is I can do more of this.
Yeah, so that didn't come till like honestly a few years ago. I just drew because I just like to draw, and I just always was drawing, and I would always draw monsters, like monsters, and my mom would always be like, "Boo, are you okay?" She would always be monsters, and then she would be like, "Boo, why are you drawing all these evil doers?" She would call them evil doers, and I was just drawing all the time, and I just never. I thought was good at it, but I never had no one else kind of reached out and said, "Oh, you're actually really good at this." People that were outside of my mom and dad, and like in school, people would vote like, "Oh, this person gets this person's that." I never won like best artist ever. Like it was always this other kid, and it would actually make me mad because I thought I was better than him. But a few years ago, I got into street art and just walking around. And I love, especially in New York, Los Angeles, all the major cities, the texture of the walls, like how someone will do something and then someone will do something over it and something over that. I just kind of fell in love with the texture, and so I came across this artist named Danny Minnick, who's a street artist, but and other art. And seeing his art really inspired me to just like hunker down and be like, "Booboo, you can actually do this. Like you could do art, not just for fun, but you can make it into another, career, I guess, And so that happened a few years ago. And I don't know, I just started playing around and messing around and I wanted to find my own voice in art. And it's taken quite a few like generations of what I thought my art would be. Yeah, it's kind of found a place, and it's changing now, it's found like a foundation.
I love it. So do you have stuff that you have drawn, painted, that you hang up on your own walls?
There's the first piece I ever did, like completed, like a decent sized one, is in my bedroom. And I have one other painting up. It's a small one that I just really like. But I have art all over like my walls.
I see that. What is all that stuff?
It's not from me. It's just from other people. Tracy Slater and this guy named Gang. Bunch of different art. Yeah.
And do you? I know you sell some of your stuff, right? To like fans and raising funds for charities and things like that. So people can get your prints or original artwork, or how do you do that?
Yeah, and I have a website. I have an email. It's just Booboo Stewart. It's art.booboostewart@gmail.com, and people will just email me from all over the world, kind of just asking, "Hey, is this available? Is this available?" I don't really push it like extremely hard, but if there's pieces that I post on my Instagram, that somebody likes, they'll email me, and I just sell them to random people all over. I have a few collectors who collect stuff that I put out. But it's been so great. It's been like the reception and how people are viewing it is everyone has their own take on it. And I always like to hear what people are getting out of seeing the piece itself.
That's so awesome. And I see you, you mentioned Instagram too. I follow you and I see a bunch of cool stuff. You seem like you're always out like in the wilderness or somewhere out, and like I never see concrete or asphalt. It's just you're always like on dirt or something. But I see you do like martial arts and stuff. Like you're kind of like you were doing some Cobra Kai stuff, some Miyagi-Do stuff. I saw you the other day. I mean, you do that, right?
I do. I've been, I started training when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Training in what?
Hawaiian Kempo.
Hawaiian Kempo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I just got my black belt a few years ago. And
Holy crap, man! We
I
don't want to
still
mess with
train, yeah.
Booboo on set. You know what I'm saying?
I competed in everything. I competed all around, and yeah, it was great. I love it. I love martial arts. I love the foundation it gives you as a person. And the older I get, the more I see that. And that martial arts taught me that.
And why did you choose Hawaiian Kempo as your form of art?
Yeah, my father found it. I don't know how he found it actually, but I'm so thankful because our grandmaster Sensei Bill Ryazaki, he passed away a handful of years ago, but just one of the greatest ever. This man trained with Bruce Lee, and he was just the man. Yeah, just the man.
And how often do you do this? Every day?
No. I train it a couple times a week, probably. Depends on my schedule. I'm so up in the air right now. But yeah, I do a lot of training. Like I have this hike, so I'll go run this hike, get to the top, and then I'll do my forms at the top. Yeah.
That's so cool. Wait, so is your martial arts more offense or defense? Is it Miyagi-Do or Cobra Kai?
Right. Definitely a defense. Definitely defense.
Okay, so more Miyagi-Do.
When it comes down to it, you have to be.
Hey, so dude, you have tell me, dude. You have to be a fan of the original Karate Kid movies. And what do you think of Cobra Kai? I hope you've seen it, dude.
I haven't.
What?
I'm sorry,
no, dude.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm still trying to Squid Games over here.
Oh, Squid Games is so good. I just watched it over the holidays. It's
I'm trying to finish
good.
that. I'm so okay when it comes to TV shows. I'm so bad at staying on them. I'll watch a movie like boom, boom, boom. But TV shows, I'll watch it, then I'll forget to watch for like a few weeks. I'm like, oh god, that's right. What episode was I on?
Yeah, dude, you got Squid Games is one of my favorites. You'll love it. But dude, Cobra Kai is so good. Booboo, you're a black belt. I can't believe that you have not seen Cobra Kai. You're an actor and a black belt, dude. That's like sacrilege, dude.
Have you seen The Raid?
No.
There we go.
Whatever, man.
That's the martial art movie.
I'm asking the questions. You're not, all right?
The Raid.
Hey, Booboo, hey, check it out, dude. I have my 18-year-old daughter, dude, wanted to say hi, and she wanted to ask you. Come here. Come here. Put this on, babe. Yeah. Hey, this is Maya.
Hey, Maya.
Hey, that's Booboo. So say hi. So we had dinner last night, and both my daughters, I have a almost 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, and we were at dinner time, and we were all just talking about you, and they're big fans, and they were bringing up all sorts of stuff, and she's like, oh, well, this is my favorite Booboo actor. Then my other daughter was like, well, this is my favorite. So and then she mentioned something that it wasn't even on your IMDb. Maya, what was it?
I mean, the first time I ever saw you, like in anything, I saw you in that like R.L. Stein's The Hunting Hour episode, Pool Shark.
Yeah, Goosebumps. Yes.
Yep. I saw you in that when I was a kid, and I remember seeing that, and I looked it up, and it never showed up on anything, and I was like,
whoa. So yeah, you gotta fix that, Booboo. Add that stuff to your IMDb, man. Because
that's kind of nice. It's like only the real ones know that.
Yeah. You were in Pool Shark. Now I know that. She pulled up like images of that of you and the shark, and we were asking about. And then my wife was like, "Why doesn't he just get out of the pool if there's a shark in the pool?"
I was trying to.
Yeah, I know. And then what else were you gonna say to Booboo? Here he is, babe.
I know a big thing you were in that was Twilight. I was kind of obsessed when I was a kid. I loved your character so much, Seth. I loved him. Like my favorite character was Seth.
Thank you so much.
Of course, yeah.
What else? And then what about you? I made her watch American Satan. That's when I was like, because I was like, oh, Booboo, and everyone. And then when I was in Paradise City with you, then you became, I think more of a household celebrity here in our house. Because then my wife and I were like, oh, Booboo's super cool and stuff. And the kids were like, oh, we know Booboo. And I was like, no, I know Booboo. I got his number. When I came back from Paradise City, I was like, look what I got. So is that it, Dave? You're on with Booboo, right?
I know.
Is that all?
I've heard
loved
so much
him
about you too. Like
Oh,
on set, like he was talking about you guys, and seriously,
Yeah, dude. In the scene that we did for Paradise City, I mentioned her.
yes,
And playing bass to Bella Thorne, who's the bass player in the
Mhm.
Relentless, in the fictional band that you were a guitar player in. So yeah, I did mention you in the show, babe. So yeah,
Well,
so
I
she's
heard
a
a lot
singer
about
now too. So she went to School of Rock for a bunch of years, and now
Oh,
she's
sweet.
like in her own band, Booboo too. So
Oh.
now,
Congratulations. That's,
Well, thank you.
just have
Okay,
fun
babe.
with it and like do your thing.
Thank you. Oh my
So
God.
because we pre-recorded this, we didn't have the usual fan interaction that we have here. So I said, why not bring in a real fan to interact with you? So it's kind of. I found her on the street, dude.
I found her in the street walking around.
Okay, babe. So this is Booboo here, babe.
Well, thank you. It was so nice meeting you, and I
Amazing.
loved
I'm
you and
sure I'll
everything
see
you
you-
did in.
I'm sure I'll see
Thank
you in
you.
person soon.
Hey,
I really
for
hope.
sure. And then my my other daughter Ava loved you in that new show where you play Willie and you play a gay character, right?
Julie and the Phantoms, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool,
Yeah, that was-
man. Like,
Thank you.
yeah. So Ava was like, "Oh my God, that's my favorite Booboo role and all this stuff." So it's cool. All right, baby, give me my headphones back. I love you. All right, cool. That was mine,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Yeah, mine. Making a cool guest appearance here on the Art of Rock live stream with Booboo. Yeah, man. So I'm telling you, dude, you were like the focus of the conversation at dinner last night. So, and you know what, dude? Like I have two daughters, and it's when I get a chance to hang out with them at dinner and my wife, it's like it's not often anymore. It's kind of sad that it's not, this sit down thing. And last night, we talked about you the most at our dinner. So there you go, man. All right. So, but you're in martial arts,
Yes.
Cobra Kai. You have to see. But what aren't you in a band too, Booboo?
Heck yeah. Yeah, I have a band called That Band Honey. Yeah, we have a few songs out. We just released a new song called Talk Like That end of last year. And yeah, my brother, my best friend, his name's Davin. We started this band together. We've been in several other bands in the past, but we were actually just in the studio yesterday working on a new song. We're kind of like, we're exploring with just tones and sounds and just different vibes, honestly. When we first started, we just wanted to make just fun music that people could dance to. And now we're kind of just diving deeper into the punk scene, and because we listen to everything. We listen to I grew up listening to all different styles of music, and he did too. So we just want to kind of explore more of every genre that we like.
And you're playing guitar in this band, correct?
Yeah, guitar and sing, yeah. And he does.
Sick. Oh, cool. Yeah. I heard on that new show where you play Willie, aren't you? Isn't it a singing show? Don't you sing in that? Or
it is, but unfortunately I didn't get to sing, but
Okay.
it is I was dancing in it. But
okay.
But yeah, it is a musical. Great music.
So you dance too, dude? I mean, I guess of course. I mean, I bet you the martial arts helps your dancing.
Totally. Yeah. When I was younger, I was working as a dancer in commercials and live shows and backup dancing, and yeah.
Oh, dude, I was looking at your on Wikipedia, dude, and yeah, you're in a bunch of videos. Weren't you in the Kung Fu fighting video?
Yeah, I was in that. I did an Eminem video. I did a bunch of different things. Yeah.
So you were dancing in these videos?
Yeah, for the Kung Fu one, I was dancing. Yeah.
Oh, I love that Kung Fu Panda movie, dude. That's so cool, man. Yeah. And so you got a chance to be in the video with Jack Black?
Yeah, I don't even think he was on set.
Oh, okay.
For our parts, but you know how they do that. But yeah, it was really, really fun. But yeah, dancing's been a part of my life for a long time. For the Descendants films, those musicals, they were musicals, so we're dancing there. It was actually the same director. So Kenny Ortega, who did, he was Michael Jackson's director for 25 years for his live shows. And he ended up doing Hocus Pocus and High School Musical, and he did ours, Descendants. And then we worked together again on Julie and the Phantoms, the show that she was talking about.
Wow, dude. So, man, I used to think I could dance, Booboo, and then And then you have daughters that make fun of you, and then you have a wife that makes fun of you, and then it takes the steam out, man. Then I don't feel so confident anymore. And then so, when we're dancing, then people know, and then it's just, I feel people make fun of me, but I feel like I'm such a headbanger that it's hard for me to dance. But
You
I'm
gotta
trying to.
loosen up.
I know. But I did learn smooth like what is it?
The electric slide?
No, the Butter by BTS.
I don't know
man.
that song.
Yeah, a side step right left to the beat. That's all. Oh, dude, I can do that stuff, man. So I can almost hang with you, bro. I can almost hang with you, Booboo Stewart. We're getting close, man. So, dude, we're hanging out here on the Art of Rock live stream. I appreciate you so much for being here, talking about music, art, acting, being cool to interact with a real fan, my daughter, Maya. But, dude, we're here because I asked you to be a part of this. When Zippo approached me, since, with, COVID and everything, it's hard to be at festivals and to be with people. And we were trying to think of a cool, custom, unique thing to do that was cool. And I said, why not get some of my friends to design their own custom Zippo lighters? And they were like, that's a really cool idea. And like, we can use like musicians and, actors. And I had you in my head too, because I was like, oh, this would be really cool if Booboo would be a part of this. And then you agreed. And I'm so happy to have the final result here. And I'm holding up Booboo Stewart's brand new custom limited edition, limited to 500. And last week we sold out real quick. I expect this one to sell out just as fast. This is Booboo Stewart's custom Zippo lighter 2022 Art of Rock edition. There, he's got it right there as well.
I don't know how you got yours with no reflection.
Yeah, I don't know either, dude. I'm trying to figure that out. I got a professional setup here in my garage, boy. But and I got some lighter fluid in it too. I love it. So this is it right here, man. This is the actual real thing. Tell me, Booboo, about this design and how you came up with what to put on your custom Zippo.
Yeah, so I love drawing these kind of hollow figures. They're kind of like the guy on the bottom. He's kind of looking down. I don't know. Like, I don't like to explain too much into like what they mean, but for me, it's more so than words and just like the feeling when I see it and what it makes me feel. Like it's the shrugged shoulders, the looking down, just the outline. So there either could be a lot of depth inside of that, or it's just kind of like sitting. So it's kind of how you take away from it. And also I've been messing around with these like halo style images. Sometimes I'll do a half, sometimes I'll do a full circle. And I like to use these tiny markers. And so you really get all the edging on it. And it's hard to fully, it's like, it feels like a lot of weight when I look at it. But yeah, I wanted to do something simple, something classy, and something that just kind of catches the eye without being too in your face. And that's kind of what I landed on.
I love this. What a really cool design, man. Have you, is this original piece, or did you have this already drawn on something else, or you drew this for this?
I completely new and original for this. Nice, I wanted to do something brand new, and I was just thinking about like the way it would lay out, and I just kind of start drawing. I try not to think too much before I draw, and I just let it happen on whatever the feeling inside is. And this is how it turned out, and I'm so happy. And actually, I was just thinking about this now, but it's where the halo is where like the flame comes out. So it's very, and that's kind of nice.
Very cool, man. 90 years this company has been around, dude. 90 years. And
I'm so honored, honestly.
Yeah. In 90th year, Booboo Stewart designs his own custom Zippo, man. That's pretty legendary right there, man. I love that, dude.
So honored. Truly.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you so much. This is one of my favorite things I've ever designed. I really, really am stoked on this. This is literally one of my favorite things I've designed. So I love how it turned out.
Dude, see, dude, look at us hanging out in Paradise City, and me being able to be a part of that awesome show with you, and look what it led to, man. So, and then next is now you got to have tacos and tequila with us here at the house, and just
I'm there.
you're gonna have to like take all the questions and the from my daughters and the geeking out and the filming and picture taking. I'm sure they're so stoked. Dude, my daughter was like, you know what? She's pretty not nervous, but she was scared, dude. She was nervous to talk to you. So I love that. I love that, man. So, dude, I appreciate it. And you got some to give away to your family and friends too, right? Yeah.
Yes, I'm keeping all of them. I'm gonna make them buy them. So.
Good. Yeah, mom and dad, I appreciate everything.
Sorry about it.
Raising me to be this badass actor, musician, artist. But you know what? Pay up, mom and dad. Pay up.
I gotta hold on to my lighters. Sorry.
Yeah, dude, that's so cool. You know what's so crazy, dude? And I found this out from being a big Zipify. I can hear the clicking that you're doing there at your place. That click, that's a trademark click. Like nobody else can have that click.
Are you
Not
serious?
even no one can have that sound.
Wow.
How cool is that, dude?
So
And dude, that was part of and I learned that from being with Zippo for years, but I saw that on a game show with Jane what's her name? She hosts the weakest link.
I don't know her name.
Yeah, Jane Andrews or whatever, something. But no, Jane Andrews is the gorilla lady, right? I don't never mind.
No, you think yeah, the gorilla ladies. Good.
No, I don't know, dude. I don't know anything, man. But anyways, the weakest link. I was watching that show last year. There was an episode, and the question was, "What company has a trademark, on this sound?" And it was Zippo was the answer. I was like, Zippo. So
you could have won.
Yeah, dude. I always love playing those games, dude. Well, dude, I appreciate you for being here, dude. So what's next for you, Booboo? I know you're filming some stuff right now. I mean, you're probably really, really busy. I mean, you got a lot of stuff, movies, TV shows. What are you working on?
Yeah, totally. I've been working on a TV show. It hasn't been announced. I wish I could tell you what it is, but it's an existing show that's been on for a few years, and I'm a new character on it. So I've been working on that for since the end of last year, and I'll keep going through the year. And getting ready for I'm a big runner, so I'm getting ready for the marathon. Trying to beat my last time, and yeah, just training and making art.
Wow, so that's right. You do run, dude. You do everything, man. Yeah. Hey. Oh, Booboo's the best. I love Booboo. After this is gonna be like, oh, Booboo this, Booboo that, Booboo this. Damn, dude, that's right. You do run, man. That's hard, man. That's a lot. I mean that doesn't hurt your back and your ankles and stuff. You don't get hurt like that. I mean, you're young.
Yeah, it's starting to hurt, but recently I'm picking up trail running. So I've been running hikes. Like everyone's just like hiking the mountain, and I'm up trying to run it my hardest, just sweating. And I will say, from leaning forward, like being on a hill running for so long, my lower back is like it starts to hurt real bad.
Wow, dude, you're doing good, man. You're healthy and fit and talented, and we love that you're a part of this, and I love that you're a friend of mine, dude. So thank you for giving me some points with my daughter, both of my daughters. I really appreciate that, and again, for being a part of this Art of Rock program and creating your own custom Zippo lighter. And let's make it available now. Limited edition, 500 only. These are gonna go quick. So 500 of these are now available. You can get yours. Remember, you need to put lighter fluid in these for them to work. But this is now available. You can get your custom Booboo Stewart lighter, custom Zippo available right now. 500 of these, man. Thank you very much for being a part of this, brother. Looking forward to having you back. Next week, we're going to have a special guest, Carla Harvey from the Butcher Babies and Charlie Benante, drummer from Anthrax. They're a cool power couple, and they designed their own lighter. One's got one side, one's got the other, and then they have their own individual lighters. Yeah, it's kind of the first time that Zippo has done a cool couples lighter like that. So
that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool idea too, man. So, Booboo Stewart, we'll see you again. We'll follow you on Instagram, and good luck on all the great stuff that you're doing. And I appreciate you for talking to us here on this live stream that was broadcast all over the world, brother. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you so much. Truly an honor to have done this, and I'm so happy for it to be in everyone else's hands.
Hell yeah. And then when it gets in your hands, please post a picture up, you watching, post a picture up of you, of your Braun lighter, your Max lighter, your Booboo lighter, and tag us on the social so we can see that and repost those and reshare, man. Again, appreciate you, brother, for being a part of this, and we'll see you next time, man. Booboo Stewart, Art of Rock live stream. Hell yeah. Let's do this again next week. Come on.